Now I'm ready. Hey guys, so as you can probably tell, we're going to be talking about Lord of the Rings today. The Fellowship of the Ring. Alright, to start off, this is my absolute favorite movie, and I was introduced to it from a very young age, and throughout all my 19 years of living, it has continued to be my absolute favorite movie. And me being a film student made me love it even more. So first things first, Lord of the Rings is based off the trilogy that J.R.R. Tolkien wrote. The movies are directed by Peter Jackson and it was released in 2001. The Fellowship of the Ring is the first one out of all three movies, not including The Hobbit, of course. So pretty much the whole movie is just following Frodo and the rest of the Fellowship on a quest to destroy a very powerful ring. So the movie starts off with a backstory to the ring with a voiceover by a very important elf, Galadriel. However, she's more influential in the films to come. Then we get a very important build-up for pretty much the first half of the movie, even before we meet the rest of the Fellowship, who is eventually going to help Frodo get to Mordor. Although the build-up is very long, it's extremely interesting and it's very necessary for the rest of the movie trilogy. Personally, I think it's very difficult to do and keep my attention, but this movie does a completely amazing job. So Frodo is our main character, and he is a tiny hobbit that was given the ring. We also have three other hobbits named Sam, Merry, and Pippin who join him on his quest, and who are a part of the Fellowship. They love to eat, party, and live a carefree lifestyle. Although Sam and Frodo are best friends and they're the more serious of the crew. Then we have Gandalf the Grey, who is the wizard. He is old and wise, and his role is to make sure that the Fellowship gets to their destination, which is Mordor. Then, when the hobbits are sent to an inn, there, they meet Aragorn, also known as Strider. Aragorn is a ranger, a protector, and a well-known hero. He is also friends with Legolas. Legolas is an elf who is well known for his fighting skills using his bow and arrow. We then have Boromir, who is the race of men as well as Aragorn. Boromir is a proud man as well as a warrior. He has the most trouble when it comes to avoiding the powers of the ring. And lastly, we have Gimli, who is a dwarf. He is loyal and prideful and commonly creates competition between Legolas and him. This is because elves and dwarves don't commonly get along. So now, the bad. Sauron. He is our main antagonist, and he's the one who rules the evil world of Mordor and also wants to rule all of Middle-earth. With all the characters introduced, we start out in Hobbiton. Hobbiton is the place where all the hobbits live. It is a very peaceful place, but then the Nazguls come in. The Nazguls are the characters on the dark horses who try and take the ring away from Frodo. Gandalf then tells Frodo to meet him at an inn, and then they part ways. The hobbits arrive at the inn, but Gandalf is not there. Due to Gandalf not being there, Aragorn then protects them from the necromancers. In the meantime, Gandalf has been kidnapped by Saruman the White, who is a wizard gone bad. Aragorn then takes the hobbits to the elves, where they will meet up with Gandalf and the rest of the future Fellowship. There, everyone gathers around and they decide that the 9 of them will go on this journey together. They encounter many problems and battles throughout the whole movie and eventually get ambushed at the end. A lot of things happen during the ambush, which I refuse to spoil. But let's also step back for a little and realize that only one of these 9 members of the Fellowship actually have to go through with this quest. The message of friendship and joining forces between the different races is just so powerful. They're all willing to help Frodo, even though they don't know him. And on that note, that's a really quick review of The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. So if you have not seen the movie yet, please go watch it right now. And if you've seen them already, go watch it again. So that's all I have today. Thank you so much for watching, and I bid you all farewell.
You shall be the Fellowship of the Ring.
Right. Where are we going?